Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, man. What a difference a couple of years make as far as this whole boxing shit go. It's been a year and some change, and the LDBC going strong. You know what I'm saying? We building the brand. We innovating. We doing what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? We the truth when it comes to boxing. You know, the best thing we ever did is distance ourselves from these pieces of shits in the YTBC. Now, everybody that's in the YTBC ain't pieces of shit, because there's some YTBC motherfuckers that's on point, and I love their channels. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily have to be part of the Lions Den to be on point with your boss, because there's some YTBC people that's on point, that keep it 100. You know, no need to go down the long list of names, but they know who they are. You know what I'm saying? They know who they are. Shouts out to them. But then again, you have these pieces of shit that try to make us out to be the problem when they've been the real problem all along. They contradict themselves on a regular basis. And, you know, at the end of the day, we know who the real racist is. We know who the real racist always will be. And it ain't us. Now, shout out to the brother John Boxing. He put together a great video where he was just basically exposing a couple of clowns who always seem to change their mind the way the weather changes. You know what I'm saying? Winter, spring, autumn, summer. You know what I'm saying? Now, just a couple of years ago, or as early as last year, you had all these fake-ass Triple G fans sitting up saying Triple G is about to do something that hasn't been done since Bernard Hopkins. He's trying to unify. He's one belt away from unifying, and that'll be a significant accomplishment. But now that a black fighter did beat Triple G to it in Crawford, now all of a sudden, undisputed don't mean shit. This is what these motherfuckers do. They find some great white hope, they rally behind him, and they praise him to just to the highest of standards. Then all of a sudden, when we start challenging these fighters, then you guys just don't like these guys because they're not black. Like I said, man, I give any fighter praise if he's good. I don't give a fuck what color he is. Real talk. That's just fact with me. I will give a fighter his praise no matter what color he is. And the funny part about it is, I criticize black fighters just as much as I criticize non-black fighters. But nobody seems to pay attention to that. And so does motherfuckers in the LDBC. Everybody in the LDBC is not a Floyd Mayweather fan. That's fact. Some of us fuck with Floyd, some of us don't. You know what I'm saying? Some people in the LDBC are Lomachenko fans, some ain't. Some people in the LDBC are Triple G fans, some ain't. We can agree to disagree. So for you motherfuckers that's always saying that we all on the same page, hey, we can agree to disagree like gentlemen, like men. See, the problem is, they like how it was a couple of years ago when all these black people were attacking black people. See, they was loving that shit. But then when we, made the LDBC and we handle our situations like gentlemen, instead of sitting up throwing insults at each other, now all of a sudden we a threat. Now all of a sudden people crying and shit, talking shit. I mean, at the end of the day, like I keep saying, I ask this question, why the fuck are you so fixated on what we doing? If you don't give a fuck about what we doing, why in the fuck you keep making videos about us? You were the ones that told us that you had enough of us. So when we got rid of you motherfuckers and this is ourselves, hey, problem solved, right? But lo and behold, every time I look around, some pussy ass motherfucker, and we know predominantly who it is, this motherfucker that pretend to be two different people, and we already know who the fuck he is. Keep making videos. Because as I said before, a lot of these motherfuckers on here, these Mexican dudes and these white dudes have some fixation and obsession with black channels. I don't go on none of these motherfuckers' channels and troll their channels. I don't say shit. Every once in a while, I'll look at their video. I'll look at it for a couple of minutes before I get bored and go somewhere else, go another direction. Sometimes I'll stumble on their videos by accident. But like I said, I don't comment because I don't give a fuck about their videos. But like I said, every time I look around, some motherfucker is making a video about me, 7A, Ticket, you know what I'm saying, Santy Walton, Blood, whatever, Black Fight Fan. Every time I look around, these motherfuckers swear to God they can't stand us, but they always got our names in a motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get that. You don't see us making videos about other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You think I got time to be making every video, making a video about what some other lousy motherfucker said? I got my own videos to make. You think I'm finna keep making videos like this other motherfucker about, oh, so-and-so said this, so-and-so said that? That's what you call a motherfucker that ain't got no life. A lot of these motherfuckers, they don't have no life but YouTube. A lot of these motherfuckers, these faceless motherfuckers are nerds. They do videos from the basement. They probably on Section 8. You know what I'm saying? Or they work at Walmart and they have some old fucked up name like Corky or Skippy or something. So they mad at motherfuckers like me and 7-8 and other motherfuckers. Because we out here getting it. Whether it be on YouTube, whether it be in the streets, or whether it be in the corporate world, we out here getting it. And like I said, these motherfuckers flip-flop so much till it ain't even funny. You can't take them motherfuckers seriously. Now keep in mind, I seen a whole bunch of motherfuckers just a year ago when a lot of us was ripping Triple G for fighting all those Domino's pizza workers and cab drivers, Uber drivers, you know, stalkers that work at Target and shit. They were coming to, oh man, you hating on Triple G. Triple G is one belt away from being undisputed. And keep in mind, Triple G has a lousy fucking resume. He's about to do something since Bernard Hopkins, which is monumental, become undisputed in his weight class. But it didn't happen. Didn't happen. But now that Crawford then did it, a black fighter, now all of a sudden it doesn't mean anything. And that's why I don't like talking to these motherfuckers. That's why I done blocked a lot of these motherfuckers. Because they full of shit. Now it don't mean shit. These motherfuckers is laughable. And like, I mean, at the end of the day, I get sick of this shit, man. They want to sit up there and blame other motherfuckers for what they're not doing. They want to blame other people for them having more fucking videos than they do subs and shit. Something is wrong with that. And you done been on YouTube for fucking 6 years and shit, and you got more fucking videos than you do subs. Something is definitely wrong with that picture. You know what I'm saying? That's weird, man. That's weird, man. You've been on YouTube for fucking 5 fucking years, and you got more videos than you do subs. Man, real talk. I only been on YouTube for basically 2.5 years. And I got more subs in 2 years than some motherfuckers gained being on here than 5 years. And I gained like 20 new subs per week. But then again, that's because I keep it 100. And I don't just have black subs. I got white subs. I got Mexican subs. I got Asian subs, which is cool. I appreciate everybody that can stand to hear the truth. Because I tell the truth about this boxing shit. I tell the truth about sports. Like I said, I'm not afraid to criticize a motherfucker that look just like me. I didn't criticize athletes, more black athletes than I have white athletes. So how the fuck do I only care about black athletes? How the fuck I only give black athletes a pass? Explain that to me. And when it comes to this boxing shit, these motherfuckers will defend a white boxer that they like no matter what. They will not criticize Triple G or Lomachenko no matter what. It's everybody else's fault when something go wrong with Triple G or Lomachenko. That's real. Andre Ward is one of my favorite fighters, but I have criticized Andre Ward for him being lackadaisical and, nonchalant when it comes to his career and his legacy. I've criticized Floyd Mayweather on some of his, antics and some of the shit that come out of his mouth. And Floyd is one of my favorite fighters. I've criticized Keith Thurman for not making the Errol Spence fight. Okay? So like I said, how the fuck do I only look out for black athletes when I spend more time criticizing black athletes than I do white athletes? Do that make any kind of sense? Real talk. But anyway, getting back to this boxing shit. This is what I mean. These motherfuckers always flip-flopping. People are just mad, like John Boxer said, because Crawford did it before Triple G. So they trying to diminish what Crawford has accomplished. Now, all these Lomachenko lovers, they already know they can't win a real debate. And like I said, at the end of the day, they only like Lomachenko because he's white. And when Lomachenko loses, they'll move elsewhere. And when Triple G loses in a few weeks, they'll move elsewhere. They'll find another great white hope. They was about to do it with Joe Smith until, Solomon Barrera got a hold of him. Then more than likely, I don't know, Caleb Plant, he an Al Heyman fighter, so they might not jump on the Caleb Plant bandwagon like they will these other guys and shit. So, I'm just keeping it 100. People just hate to hear the truth, man. Crawford is the goods. But, like I said, you'll see in the next video, because like I said, since Lomachenko is so good, like I said, y'all know what should happen. Like I said, let's look, before I end this video, let's look at Crawford's last opponent versus Lomachenko. Didn't Crawford beat an undefeated fighter? Didn't Lomachenko beat a fighter that was coming off a knockout loss? But everybody talking about what a dominant victory that was. You beat a motherfucker who had got knocked out previously. Who had a loss. Wasn't a top 10. No fucking belts. But you trying to tell me that victory was more significant than Crawford's victory? Get the fuck out of here. Keep your ass where you belong, which is in, you know what I'm saying, a sunken place for, you know what I'm saying, white supremacists and racists. Stay in that, stay where you are. For real, you're not even in my category, man. You don't belong where I'm at. You're not on my level when it comes to this boxing shit. Please stay the fuck off my channel, man. I'm out, man.